Can't never trust no man. Niggas that say he love you, then turn around and stay in the back. Stay with the cheek, cause these niggas be wrecked. Keep his neck close so I know where they at. Let's get it, bitch ain't no fool to me. 100K all on my jewelry. Fuck your ex bitch cause you new to me. I'm in the know, so you know I fuck with her sex in the Florida league. Fucking that bitch from Florida, but I'm in a bitch in that land like a Georgia peach. You know that I'm coming and gone, so I'm gonna make that bitch cry every time that I leave. They see I'm the man, they know it. Greatest of all time, I feel like Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali, you know I'm a boxer. Can't trust that bitch, she's the thought. Throwing her ass on the farm.
So you don't be sitting in your home thinking, damn, I wish I could get my partner of water right now, son. That shit would be fire.
Yeah, this nigga just wanted to Joce so bad today.
I do, son. I ain't Joce nobody today, son. I've been at work with a mask on my mouth, son.
That shit, hey, boy. You know that?
You gotta wear a mask at work? Oh, we had started, by the way.
Y'all back regular?
No, I'm talking about.
Oh, what's up, regular. Yo? What's that? Running back to Joce Central. Oh,
it don't matter. They know. They heard this shit 11 times already, son. It's the 12th time. It's the 12th episode.
On the intro.
Long awaited. I know y'all was thirsty, son. I wanted to give y'all a bottle of water so bad, son. I wanted to give my audience a bottle of water so bad. So here you go. Come. All right, yeah.
It tastes so good.
Let's all drink a sip together.
Who got the best water?
Son, I think no. We got to talk about the expensive shit too.
Oh yeah.
Let's not the best bang for the buck.
Yeah.
Not the best value.
Best.
With the best water
in that little carton. It's called like Just Water or something like that.
Just Water, son. That's gotta wait. Is it that shit? Gotta be trash.
No,
son.
It's good.
But is the best water just the most pure water, or do you want your water to have like?
I don't like it when it got no taste in them.
What's the pH balance on the Just Water, son?
I think it's like a 9 or something like that.
That's horrible.
I don't know. It tastes like just water though.
Son, I don't like that. Do you think water from like nature is just water?
Nah, I got minerals and shit in it.
So shouldn't your water have minerals in it?
Yeah, but I'm saying I'm pretty sure it's just water with the minerals without the added stuff that they use in the factories, like the chlorine and shit.
So if they really be selling me water with chlorine, son, I'm gonna get pissed off.
It has chlorine in it.
This?
Yeah.
Chlorine.
Yeah, it has traces of chlorine.
I bought water with chlorine in it. That shit.
You don't taste it when you drink it?
I don't know what I be tasting, son. You know, if they put it in the water your whole life, you gonna taste it still?
Yeah.
Not me. I don't really taste nothing. But no, the best water for me, I think, is... No, I don't really think I be tasting shit. I just be eating and drinking, son. You do that. Bro, I ain't never seen you enjoy your food.
Boy, I love eating, boy.
Nah, then why you do it so fast? You be getting it over
I be
with.
hungry, boy.
Me too. Bro, so many times I seen you eat, and there could have been a whole ass roach in your shit, and you would have had no idea.
That's how quick I eat it.
Mm-hmm. And then just how big the bites are. Your bites gotta be smaller than a roach, so that you make sure that there's no roach. You know what I mean? If your bites are smaller than a roach, then you'll catch a roach if it's in there.
I'm pretty sure I just see the roach, bro. If that's the case.
You don't be looking?
Yeah, I do. I be looking real quick, but it'd be too late even if I did see it. I just have to spit it up.
I only see it while it's already on the way to my mouth.
Type shit. But I know
if I don't catch it,
I know I ate it though.
So sometimes, like if I told you ate a roach, would you be pissed? Like, not if I did it, but if I just was like, oh shit, you ate the one with the roach in it? I didn't think you was gonna do that. Or whatever.
I mean, it's too late.
You wouldn't be like, oh, like go to the bathroom and throw up or whatever?
I'm saying, but like, why would I do all that?
Would you? People do that. People really get disgusted and go throw up.
I think I'm gonna just have to accept what's already in my
That's
body.
how I feel. Like if I ain't taste it, because you know, like they supposed to have like good, it's good nutritious wise, like bugs and shit like that.
Ain't nothing wrong with bugs.
So if I accidentally ate a bug, that should be a plus, because I ain't even got to taste it or nothing.
Purpose before, so I'm gonna be mad.
Why?
I don't know. I think it was a day when I was like in 3rd grade or something like that.
You just said what if?
Nah, one of the kids was like, they had a bug on the ground. I dare you to eat it. Like,
You took it out the mud?
Yeah, it was on the gym floor, in the gym. And I was like, oh, pick it up. Give me that.
Give me that.
Come
You just threw that bitch up in the air and caught it.
Yes, sir.
Did you like it?
It was cool.
It was cool. No, it wasn't cool, bro.
What it was?
Man, I remember when I was a little baby like that, like probably like that age, I had stuck my whole hand in some ants. And I was playing with them.
Yeah, you tripping, bro. They were biting the fuck out you.
Not at first.
Chilling with you? They probably didn't know what it was.
My mama walked outside in the backyard, and I was playing with the ants. They was all them. I was like the ant god. Like I had them all over my arms and everything like that, and I was just looking at them and shit. And my mom screamed that she was like, "Oh my god!"
She scared the ants.
And then she scared the motherfucking ants, and they all bit down together. And my whole body was covered in ant bites after that. And like I had to just like.
So they wasn't biting you.
No, son. I really think animals have like a fear detector, son. Like things that are closer to nature, they have like this thing where like, if you scared, that's when they already know this is go time. Like it's just like a wavelength.
They have to react based on how you're acting.
Yeah, just like
but
fear.
If you're cool, they're cool.
Yeah, like fear might send out some sort of signal, and they don't think much of it. They just be like, "Oh
That's
shit,"
and
then bite.
Because if he's scared, he might kill us. So we gotta do something.
Because he gonna start going, or his mama gonna come up, and but they didn't make the situation worse. They could have just let go and went back in the ant pile, you know. But then they decided to make matters worse. So they all bit down, scared the shit out of everybody, turned me into a little red baby. That was a tomato. Dude, bugs, son. I'm so glad I don't have to go outside no more if I don't want to.
What you mean? You do gotta go outside, bro. You gotta get that vitamin D.
Yeah, but I could stay on the concrete and everything like that. Like we used to just like go play out in the backyard and everything because it was like the only thing to do. And we get tore up all the time by something.
I miss getting tore up.
Yeah, son, going home after being tore up and like your mama yelling at you and shit, and then you gotta put band-aids on everything.
Mm-hmm. You gotta wash everything with extra strong detergent and bleach.
And then you get home. Oh yeah, because you had a lot of allergies.
Yep.
You ever got like a fucking crazy like allergy like attack from something attacking you, or like some bug or something?
No, I had got a bad rash from playing baseball practice in the grass. And I had made a diving play, and I got up, and my whole arm was covered in hives.
Whoa! Already?
Yeah, bro.
Like right after the play?
Like right after the play. Itching.
Was it like some special type of grass?
I don't know what it was, boy. It had to be poison ivy, but
It's probably just because you dug it in there so hard.
Yeah, probably.
Nah, son.
On some real allergic shit.
Son, the best thing is when you were like allergic to something. Like, boy, when I tell you, like when I used to get bit up by ants, because I became allergic to ants. I don't know if that had something to do with it, but I ended up being allergic to ants my whole childhood. And son, whenever you would get an ant bite and you're supposed to not touch it because it's all swollen and fucked up and everything, when I go to bed, son, I'm in the bed scratching my fucking bite like hard as shit. That's the best feeling.
Yeah.
Scratching like a rash or like some itch or some bumps or whatever.
Yeah.
When you start getting in there,
yeah, when you hit that
it's
spot,
over,
right,
son.
boy, always,
son.
boy, going through your whole body.
I used to just wait for dude, when it would be under my sock all day. If that ant bite was under my sock all day and I got home and took the sock off to scratch it, I'm probably like bleeding after that shit. I scratch it so hard.
Them boys said bleeding. You gotta clean the sheet.
Mm-hmm.
That's that way.
Don't talk like that.
But bro, I know you heard about this.
No, I didn't.
The NASCAR dude who found like a noose hanging in his garage or something like that.
He was a black NASCAR dude?
No, ain't no black NASCAR dude.
Well, why was there, they not one? I don't know, I don't watch it.
They got one, bro.
They don't have one?
Ain't no black man about to get no car and drive around a bunch of white people. Y'all boys drive crazy.
So what was in his shit? Who was it? And he had a noose in his garage?
I think because like he was wearing the Black Lives Matter shirt, like the I Can't Breathe shirt, and like he been openly like against like the Confederate flags and like at like the NASCAR events and stuff and just things like that. And then he went in his garage, and they said he had a noose hanging in his garage, and then he told the reporters and stuff, and then they said that it wasn't true. They said that all the garages have ropes hanging from them.
All of them? Like in the neighborhood?
Like no, like just all like the garages where they keep their cars. Like all of them have ropes.
They all have nooses in them?
Not nooses. They all just have. They said they all have ropes.
So was his rope different than the other ropes?
He said it was a noose. But
I believe him.
But they're like, nah. He's just over exaggerating. All the garages have ropes.
So were they trying to say that it was the type of rope from the top of the garage that you pull to get the garage door down?
I guess that's what they was trying to say.
Yeah,
like it's just a regular rope.
You supposed to put your head in the new and then
why would he notice it one day?
Yeah, just all of a sudden.
If he go to that garage every day.
No, I believe him. But in their defense, he was supposed to just put his neck in the noose and then let his body fall so that the garage could go down. That's how it works, right? They all like that.
All like that? Why they all like that? It's a poor design.
You're supposed to just kill yourself to close the garage, son.
Bro, that's the last.
No, that's one of the. That's one of the. If they say anything about racism coming out of NASCAR, I'm just like, yeah, you're probably right, and it's probably worse than what you're telling me too.
Right.
There was probably 3 nooses in that shit. He didn't even make it to the second one, son. He didn't even see that one.
Bro, that's funny. Like, who's about to take the time to tie up a noose and then just hang it up so try to scare somebody?
But what is the dude supposed to do? Is he supposed to just commit suicide?
Oh my God, somebody tied a noose in it.
Oh, well, I guess I got it. I'm sorry for whatever I did.
I guess I gotta get in it. Like, what, nigga? Is that supposed to be scary or what?
Yeah, you're supposed to just see it and be like, I'm gonna stop what I'm doing.
Oh, man.
Because I'm not threatened by you. You just gonna do it again?
First off, you was too scared to actually do it, so that's how I know you.
Yeah, you should have been in my garage with it in your hand.
Right, waiting on me personally.
So you could do whatever you want.
So you could have personally put me in the news.
Yeah. They could get rid of that, honestly. It's about time that NASCAR they just get rid of it, because what is it doing? Like what is the reason? What even is the reason for that sport? Like, what are we trying to see? Are we trying to see who's the best driver or who could build the best car?
Who could drive the car the fastest around? Who can get the car?
But every car isn't the same, right?
Right.
So it's like teamwork by the engineers and the driver.
We trying to see who can get that motherfucker around the track as many times as quick as they can.
Yeah, but when you
win, it's not necessarily the best car. It's like, I guess the best team. It's really the
how
best
good
team.
can you get?
I think it's just really based on your pit stops and your.
Oh yeah, because they got the pit crew and everybody goes zoom 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 zoom.
You gotta stop it. How quick you can get around that motherfucker track.
Oh, I don't understand how that even came to be a thing, bro. Like,
how
just
they
a
even
circle.
allowed to let somebody drive that fast around all them people?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's like one of them. It's like one of them things that are like barbaric, like the old like gladiator days when they used to do like just dumb shit and everybody would just be on the edge of their seat because somebody gonna fuck up. Like somebody, but like who gonna die today? Like basically that's what it is.
Like somebody finna mess this shit up and kill us.
Oh.
Damn.
We good?
Yeah.
All right, we good. I was talking about NASCAR. Bro, NASCAR? Yeah, there's no reason for it. They could get rid of it. I'm not really like who really cares like who's the best at that? Like I care about who's probably the best swimmer. That's pretty dope to know who's the best swimmer. But the guy who could drive in a circle the most.
Dropping circles. That's how you feel about it.
Yeah, whoever could drive in a circle the most times in a certain amount of time, bro. I'm not tripping. I ain't trying to figure out who can do that. I'm not trying to, because I'll never be in that position ever in my life, to where I would ever want to be the best at that.
A lot of them boys been raised in that shit. That's probably why they doing it most of the time though. Cause their dad was riding around in circles.
Yeah. No, because when you're raised in something, you just think that that's the cool shit because you grew up with that being your goal. Like it was already implanted in you that this is cool to do, this is dope to do.
Yeah.
But if you like take it from an outside perspective, that shit ain't cool at all. I don't give a fuck, dude. Like when something's cool, you could take somebody who's never seen it and look at it and be like, all right, cool. I'm fucking with that. But if you take anybody that was never grown up in NASCAR, like watching NASCAR or wanting to do it, they'll look at it and just be like,
okay, what are they doing?
Is there like some way to get out? Like
Can they go through us?
Where's the rest of the track? Like, is it
Why
just
people just watching them?
Are the people like watching everything, or are they just like chatting with their friends?
They
or
pick one car to watch,
and then just do like
you can't watch all the cars.
But also like if you got front row seats, bro, them car go zoom past your face one time, and then like 2 minutes later it come back and go zoom. You can't even see that shit. You got fucking ripped off, son. Mm-hmm. At least it's alright to probably watch.
Just waiting for that one.
And it's like, what if you miss it? You eat your nachos. Oh, fuck. Oh, here it come.
You can't take no picture of that shit.
Right.
Fucking shit was blurry.
You ain't never seen a picture of somebody at a NASCAR race. Like,
you got front row seats to the Indy 500.
They take a picture, it's either nothing in the picture or it's the blurry ass nothing in the picture.
Or they gotta take a picture of the car way over on the other side of the track.
They over there.
Look, we can get a cool
NASCAR,
picture.
they way over there, guys. I don't think you can see them. Oh, they coming our way. Did y'all see that?
What's worse, hockey or NASCAR?
NASCAR.
Yeah.
Dude, hockey, son.
You like watching soccer?
I watch soccer.
Watching
hockey.
soccer is like watching fucking paint dry, bro.
Yeah, because they zoom out so much.
It's just so trash.
It just look like little ants just bouncing around.
I hate when they kick it the other direction, bro. When they go away from the ball, from the goal, bro.
I just want to see something go in.
Yeah,
bro.
I'm like, bro, why you going that way? Like, what kind of strategy?
Damn, they were so close. Fuck, dude. No, because
they stay getting close and then kicking it.
Nah, bro, soccer, bro. If a fucking game ends in like if it's like the championship game of the world or whatever, it all came down to this, and the score is 2-1.
That's so lame, bro.
Bro, at least just give us some more digits, bro. Make a score make it 12 points or something.
Play
for
like
one.
no goalies or like no defense or something.
Or hands.
Yeah.
Just play football.
Yeah. They call it football. You never play football.
I think that's what America did. They was just like, nah, fuck that. We just gonna
do this right.
We just gonna use our hands, bro. How about that?
We're Americans.
How do you get the ball away from you? It just fuck me up. Just body me, son.
They hit me.
That's
some abusive ass shit.
You want the ball knocked me down.
Americans like it rough. Dude, you're gonna have to take it from me. I'm glad.
You gotta get it. You gotta come get it. Out of my cold hands. You really do. You gotta knock somebody unconscious to get the ball back.
Right, and you gotta hurry up and get it from them before they throw it to someone else. Damn. Yeah. Hey.
You think football is gonna be? What you think is gonna do? Cause, all right, so we probably looking at a second wave, right?
Yeah.
We probably looking at a second wave. We probably looking at.
We was at the beach and the first wave had came, and then the second wave had came, and we was on the beach.
Yeah, we thought everything was. This shit went and knocked your ass down, and then you got up, and you was like, "Oh yeah, no, the beach is cool." And that other one coming up behind you, like, you ain't even know. No. You over here trying to take a picture and shit. That shit gonna come knock your ass down. But if we really do gotta lock up again, I think we'd be locked up too long to for the NFL to come back.
I don't think we're gonna be locked up that long, bro. I don't even think we're gonna go all the way back to lockdown. I think we just gonna stay in phase 1 for a long, long time.
Isn't phase 1 lockdown?
No, phase 1 was like the first step of reopening.
Oh, I thought it was the first step of closing.
Reopening stuff. Now, right now we in phase 2, right? But the governor said we gonna stay in phase 2 for at least another month. We were supposed to go to phase 3 already, like this week.
But how, do you trust? Like another month is what's projected.
Oh no, I don't trust that. I'm saying that's what he said.
Okay.
But I think it's gonna be worse. Like we're gonna end up going for like
we're gonna push into August. It's gonna push into August, and
but if we stay at phase 2, we'll still be able to go to football games. I think.
What the hell? Are you serious?
It'll probably be limited capacity.
Then and that would make the crowds terrible.
It would.
But they'd have to just use old crowd noises for the TV. And just grab the old shit.
Noise is not even Superdome.
Most shit without noise. I mean, and us the worst. Bro, the Saints can't play without the shit being packed.
Oh no.
Saints can't play without a packed
dome. Play right now. He broke that arm.
He broke his arm?
I'm just saying shit old.
Oh yeah.
Worn out.
Who should be next? I ain't even tripping, bro. Who should be next?
For us?
Yeah.
Do we even got backup? We got Taysom Hill. He a running back. We ain't got no backup.
We didn't have nobody. Why wasn't Bridgewater just lined up right behind Breeze?
He was, but then we traded him. Or he signed with. He either signed with the Panthers or we traded him. I think he just signed with the Panthers.
That'd be a silly move to let him go, knowing that Breeze is on his last season.
He wanted that money, bro. They was about to pay that boy for no. He's not about to pay him.
Well, we better have some shit up our sleeve.
Shoot, like a fucking magician.
We better have you know when a magician just pull out hella doves and they all alive somehow.
Why they always be alive? Why
they just start flying away, son. They don't be shitting at nothing, son.
They just go in their sleeve and then a bunch of flowers come out and they always the fake ass flowers, they're like feathers.
Yeah, but they be having real doves that really fly away.
But you gonna have real doves and fake flowers? Like, come on, son.
And plus, how they be flying away if you bought them? Like, are they gonna come back? Like, you spent that much money on dove. How much you think a dove is?
But how you about to get it? Where you even getting a white dove from? First off,
you go to Petco. No. Yeah, nah, son. That's why magic is some bullshit.
I'm trying to figure out why rabbit be in the hat, boy.
Who came up with that?
Is that supposed to be a good luck type of thing?
Nah, I don't think so. Nah, I don't know who made that up though. A rabbit in a hat.
I think that was Houdini, huh?
Yeah, Houdini made up magic, and then he just started doing. And then he just stopped doing magic, bro.
He did. How you know?
How was that magic? How is that magic to just handcuff somebody, put them in water, and then they just get out the handcuffs and then get out the water? It's not magic. You just did that shit. Like, you just a fucking escape artist. Would you ever do an escape room?
Hungry, huh?
Would you ever do an escape room?
Yeah, I think. Did I do one before? Yeah,
Was you
I think
scared?
I did one before.
Dude, I would probably be scared, son.
Yeah.
Is it scary?
It's fun. It's fun, bro. It make you think. Make you work with other people and stuff, and it's cool.
I just feel like if you
go
lose,
with
it's
good
like,
people.
could you lose? Can you lose?
Hell yeah. I mean, I guess if you lose, you don't never get out.
Nah, son, they can't keep you.
Yeah, nope. You signed up for this.
You said it's an escape room. What did you do?
You gotta get up out of this bitch. You signed the waiver.
You're supposed to escape.
The room.
If there is no escape, then it's just a room.
This is where you will be in the room
until you escape.
They just keep bringing you food.
That's what I'm scared of. I think
food every day. Like, you in jail.
That's basically what jail is.
Yeah, I've been to escape room day. Sure.
There's a couple different ways to get out. You either gotta call somebody, you gotta dig a hole, you gotta be a billionaire drug dealer.
Beat
Probably
the guards up or something.
People in jail probably just be thinking, how am I break out?
How can I get the fuck out of there?
Shout out to everybody in jail, son. They be lit. People in jail. Well, I mean, like, yeah, it sucks the position you're in. I would hate that, but they be lit on like they be making the best out of it sometimes. They be like on TikTok.
Trying to figure out how they be having phones, bro.
I feel like some jails just be corrupt and don't give a fuck. They just be like, whatever, son. Like, if you a guard, son, and like you like taking phones away and getting in fights all the damn time, son, like, you know,
they might kill you.
If somebody got a phone, I would bet you that like 5 or like 10 people would be willing to step in front of the guard and the guy with the phone, because everybody be having fun on that phone. You think they would stop them from getting the phone from?
Come on.
Please, bro, just one. We just got one phone, and and I've seen other jails that have just got TVs and games and PlayStations and shit. That's a whole different thing. They really don't care.
They got PS5s and they get the pre-release PS5.
They just waiting on a pre-order, son. Waiting on the drop. They be getting the new Travises and shit.
Ooh, yeah.
People in jail be smart as fuck. I think if you do something like that, they gotta let you out of jail. If you do something smart as hell like that, you need to get out of jail and go do some smart shit. Go work for a company.
I don't think that's how that works. I think you gotta serve time.
Bro, nah, son, it should be if you break out of jail, they need to just, cause that shit is tough. They need to just let you out.
So like, if somebody break into your house, bro, they got in the door, so they should just
son, cause it ain't hard to break into a house, bro. It's hard to break out of a jail. And if you could prove that your IQ is high enough to break out of jail, son, there's a position for you somewhere. You could go do something and make legal money.
Stick with it, just directed that energy from the get go somewhere else.
Yeah,
because it was always within them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can put them in.
But it's crazy how like most of the people who break out of jail, they get caught, so like later down the line, because they're just so fucking stupid.
Because they just get fucking.
Yeah, they were smart for that 1 second.
Well, but that's what I'm saying though, is that you gotta put them in a position, because if they break out of jail, you gotta lay low. You gotta be under the radar. You can only do illegal shit.
Disciplined as fuck. You can't go nowhere.
Yeah, you can't go to a regular job.
I just couldn't do it anymore. I had to go out and get something to drink. Steve that. had to go to the bar.
Dude, we ain't got a fucking Arizona. His
Like
first
that. You are not free, fool.
yeah.
You out, but you ain't free.
Have you ever like been face to face with somebody that broke out of jail and was like talking to you?
You?
Nah.
What you talking about?
Would you tell somebody?
Bro, I wouldn't tell. I would just be like, bro. Be like, you tweaking. Like, you need to go.
Wait.
Like,
Wait, hold up. You broke out?
I ain't gonna say shit, but you tweaking right now.
You wildin', son. What are you...
You out
So,
shit.
like, where you about to go? Like... You tripping.
Bitch, you better go to Mexico or something.
Like, if I came to your house right now and I was like, yo, just... Alright, son. We gonna do this podcast, but just understand, don't make it obvious that I did this podcast today. Let's pretend like it's an old podcast. Cause all right, so like what happened was I was all right, son, like I had to kill him, son. Like I was in the drive-thru and this man said, I was like I want an iced coffee. He said, what? I said, all right, first off, you talking to me crazy, son. I said, iced coffee. He said, what?
Wait, bro. You killed somebody because they couldn't hear you?
I didn't make it there yet, son. So what happened was I said iced coffee, large. He said, all right, first window. And then they ran my card. Get my receipt. Pull up to the second window. I got this little ass cup, son. I said large, little ass cup. And I was like, so ain't that supposed to be a large? I ordered a large, and he was like, oh, well, she rang you up for a medium. and he just had his hand out with the coffee. I was like, all right, have a nice day. And then I circled back and I just had to murder them, son, because that's some bullshit, bro. That really did happen on the way here, son.
Wait, huh?
Yeah, that story did happen. I just didn't murder nobody.
Oh, okay. Wait, for real?
That's what happened.
I'll be blue.
On the way here, son, yeah. Telling you.
I might really have to go around back.
He was just handing me the shit. He was like, she ran. But, like, you gotta weigh out your options, son.
Twice in the
Yeah,
right?
3 times.
Yeah,
I said
like
it 3 times.
Hear you.
Yeah.
And then you clarified every time.
And I said large, 3 times. Yeah, said it 3 times. Ran my card, but like that's such a fucked up situation. Cause like, what do I circle back and get a return? Cause she did ring me up for the medium, so it's not like they could change what I get.
Right.
So you have to change what you charge. So they have to do a whole return on the coffee. I don't know, son. That's dead to me. So I just drank that motherfucker in like 2 sips. Damn. Hey, a medium be small as fuck.
No, medium be medium as fuck.
No, son. Mediums ain't mediums, bro. I would hate to see a small.
Yeah, smalls are like a fucking shrimp.
A shrimp. A cup of coffee. A small cup of coffee is like a shrimp.
I'm tired for it, bro.
A shrimp, dog. You ain't never even had shrimp.
Exactly. Why you talking about that?
Right, son. Just mind your business. You and shrimp. Bro, that's crazy. I forgot you were allergic.
I forgot you was allergic. Like, you my mama. How you forget I was allergic?
Oh, do you know... Did we tell that story on the podcast? Oh, yeah, we did. Do you know who Chris D'Elia is?
Chris who?
Chris D'Elia.
Sound familiar.
He's a comedian. They talking about him.
What, he Indian?
Huh?
What race he is?
White.
Oh, he white.
But I could see if you think he's a little Indian, cause he got like a beard and like a big nose, and he could look a little Indian maybe, but no, not at all. Like his hair is like he's white.
Oh yeah,
white.
I know this is. Yeah.
You might have been thinking about Russell Brand or some shit.
Yeah, I know this is.
But yeah, son, he Man, I'm mad, son. I'm disappointed if it's true. Can't really be surprised no more these days. But there was a lot of shit on Twitter about this girl that he messaged 10 years ago when he was 30 and she was 17. And they was, I don't know, like what I read in the messages was, she was saying something about he was like touchdown for the show or whatever because he's a comedian, and he was talking to her and she was talking back, and he was like, how old are you? She said 17, and he said, oh, too young. And he was like, all right, that's too young, whatever. But he kept trying to chat with her, like it looked like he said she was too young. And then she posted more screenshots that was supposedly after that whole conversation, and it was more like, hey, and then like she turned 18, and I think like after a while, and then like he hit her back up later or something like that after she was 18 or whatever the fuck. I don't know. I don't want to miss, like, none of what I said is complete fact, but that's kind of the gist of what I got out of it. And I don't know, man. And he hasn't been on Twitter or YouTube or nothing. He's usually like always on Twitter, tweeting all the time and shit. Cause I watch his podcast. He's funny as shit. But damn, dude, if that shit's real, that shit sucks, man.
I'm trying to figure out why would somebody even do that, especially if nothing happened. What, you just trying to show that he wanted you or something?
Yeah, I mean, I think at some point we don't know the difference between like where you messed up, like where the line is drawn.
Right.
Because
he didn't do nothing.
It's a little weird. It seems a little weird. Like personally, I wouldn't be all into I wouldn't want to date no 18-year-old right now.
I wouldn't recommend it.
I wouldn't recommend
to even talk to them, but it's like he didn't do anything.
Yeah, most 18-year-olds, I'd probably just be like, and I'm only 22. If I was 30, I definitely wouldn't be fucking with no 18-year-old. But that's just me. That's not, and it's not illegal. I don't know. It might be a little weird. Like I'll admit, yeah, but I don't really see where the offense is. Like the
issue comes in.
Where can you charge him? Where can you charge him? Like in a court of law? Like what did he do? And plus, I just don't know. So it's weird. And a lot of people don't want to talk about it. Like he's got a lot of comedian friends and shit he talks to all the time. And like one of them smoked up about it. One of them spoke about it and was kind of just like saying the same thing I'm saying, like hope it's not true, whatever. But nobody really seems to be wanting to talk about it. I don't think people be talking about shit nowadays. Like when something like this happens, nobody really wants to nobody even wants to chance it to be wrong or say the wrong thing or whatever. Right? I mean, I wouldn't be telling the truth if I said I didn't feel like that, like even right now. Like you don't really want to say the wrong thing. It's just kind of like stepping on eggshells, just talking about certain subjects, especially when it comes to like.
You gotta be extra careful.
Yeah, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing that we're forcing people to be way more careful with what they're saying. I mean, I don't think anything should really be not allowed to say, but, you really should be more responsible with what you say, most people. I think everybody really should be more responsible. Like, to be, like, take into effect that what you say really does, define, like, how people take it and shit like that, especially over the internet. Most people don't know you. So you got to, do a good job at presenting yourself.
That's facts, though. Because
people don't know you.
Social media and all that is an extension of yourself, man. So
yeah, and the most important thing,
that's what people gonna think you about.
Yeah, and it's crazy that you can host a podcast where you sit down and talk to somebody for 2 hours every single week, and you can do that for 3 years, and somebody could tune into your podcast for 3 years and have like hundreds of hours of catalog they've listened to and still don't know you. Because they don't know you, because you live somewhere else and it's just the internet. And this is just, it's still like, even though it's on a microphone, it's still, You have complete control over what you let out. So that just basically is asking for you to control the narrative of who you are completely. You could just not upload it. If you fucked up and said something you wasn't supposed to say, you could just not upload it.
So you think FaceTime is in that category, or do you think that's more of an authentic?
No, FaceTime is way more authentic. It's live.
Yeah.
It's like if FaceTime was more like I make a video, send it to you, you make a video, send it to me, I could do like 5 different takes before I send it to you.
But what about live stream podcasts?
Yeah, that's dangerous too, because you could do that and people could record it. I think only the brave participate in that one.
Yeah, a real live.
I would like to do a live podcast.
I wouldn't mind it.
I think I trust myself to not, cancel myself. Fucking whatever.
Cancel myself.
Cause people, like, you could cancel yourself if you say something stupid enough, bro. Like, people would just be like, yeah, fuck it, don't even think about it, cancel them. If you say something dumb enough, bro, people will like really like not give a shit. Like about your career, about nothing. Like they don't care about everything good you've ever done, bro. You could get canceled, bro. And people don't even and people not even gonna want you to work at the McDonald's, or people not even gonna want you if you
canceled.
Yeah, if you famous, dude. Like if 6ix9ine can't get a job. 6ix9ine freaks me out, son, because he really finds that some way to be relevant. I think it's through hate, but like he's supposed to be canceled. He's supposed to be completely canceled, like, and somehow he still pops up. That's how I kind of believe in like big corporations just pushing shit if they want to.
I think it's just
because I don't think his shit could grow
organically. It's so controversial that when you see his name, it's just such like a predestined thing for you to do. To just click on it just because you're gonna get a good laugh out of it, or it's gonna be something.
Dude,
that's
people like
just
to get
off
mad
the
too.
wall, you know, like just.
Yeah,
it's gonna
just
be something that nobody else has ever said, or like it's just gonna be.
Do you
crazy.
think he plays dumber than he actually is?
Bro, he's definitely putting on the act.
Mm-hmm. Cause I remember there was this video he put out on Instagram, like right after he got out. He was in this white outfit in his white room, and he was like, "The apple is red," and he was like saying some crazy, like he was trying to make some kind of correlation between. I don't know what he was talking about at all, but he was saying some shit. He was trying to make some. I'm just gonna play it because I really don't know what the fuck he was talking about, son. He was saying something about the apple is red. He was saying something so stupid that I really was thinking that he was retarded in that moment. But I remember, like not too long ago, he did say some smart shit in the past on like certain interviews. That I really was like, okay, somebody thinking new. 6ix9ine. How do you spell it? 6ix9ine. The apple is red. I don't even know what's the before and after fucking shit on here. I think he took it down, son. He must have regretted that one. He must have knew that shit was stupid. Dude, what the, like, son, to do this, you know he's not that dumb, son.
No, he's just trying to get some.
That is insane, dude. That is the dumbest shit I've ever seen, bro. He fucking is wearing. And then, how you feel about Nicki like being in his video? You think Nicki should stand up for Street Code better and Akon? Cause they both making music with him now, and so I'm wondering is that even? I don't know. Like I don't know how to feel about that. Like, do they know something I don't know? Cause that's how I be looking at shit. I'm not so quick to just hate someone. Like, what if Nicki knows something that we don't know? Like, what if she knows that the shit ain't real or something? Like the court case never actually happened. Some bullshit. It's still a stupid thing to stand for. I mean, because that's what everybody thinks. Yeah, he deleted the video. Fuck 6ix9ine. I don't care about that shit. Dude needs to. We need to just stop worrying about. It's about time people just stop giving a fuck about people on the internet. You gotta be able to see through attention grabbing shit. If you can't see through it. Because as soon as I feel like somebody's looking for attention, that's when I scroll off. I'm stubborn. If you look like you're trying to get my attention, nope. I don't give a fuck. I'll miss out on this one. I'll have nothing to talk about. Oh, you heard about that? Nope. I saw it. Bro, Yachty album, nice, huh? Hey, how about we play Kirk's album? Wait, your album dropped last? Let's play your album. You cool with that? He was. We could play some of your shit on the podcast. Let's get these streams, bro. Let's get these streams. I'm about to download this shit and undownload it and download it again. Which one you want to play? Damn, look at all these people that listen to your shit. You really on the come up, son. You up next. Which one you want to play? Let's play the softest one because you tired.
Yeah, first motherfucker.
Oh, yeah. In honor of us coming right back to the podcast. Not leaving.
I'ma be right back. Baby girl, I'ma be right back.
I told you.
I ain't decided. Baby girl, we gon' get sidetracked. I'ma be right back.
We can end it off on that.
Be right back. We gon' get sidetracked. Baby girl, I ain't decided. But watch it tone. All that little bitch in the home. She got a dick on. Got a fat ass, what is you on? These niggas,
I remember when I sent you this song, you was like, bro,
weird as fuck.
why haven't you released this?
I said that?
Yeah, you ain't released this already.
I think it sounded real good when you first sent it too. This was a song where I realized you was into doing something different. Like you had started leaving just like the regular rap shit and started being way more versatile. I felt like I was like, oh, he's serious, bro. I gotta get to work. Yeah, cause we was playing for a while. Cause we started off playing. Dude, we could play this shit royalty free. We got the rights to this shit, bro. Fuck that, dude. We don't gotta pay nobody for putting music in the podcast. Cause we got enough music to just play for any mood, bro.
That's crazy.
If we just make our own music, we can just play that shit on the podcast. That's the cool shit about being so talented.
You can do everything in the house, bro.
That's the cool thing about being dope.
Everybody can't do that.
Nah, son. Some people either make music or like they do like they might do fitness, you know, they might fucking, yeah, some people might dance, some people might sing, some people might rap, some people might do chemical engineering, some people might fucking play baseball, some people might, you know, be personal trainers.
They rarely do all of this.
Oh, I've never met a single person. Bro, hey. Have you met anybody that does as many things as you?
No, bro.
Like it's funny because like people, fuck that. I'm gonna sound like a fucking cocky asshole. if I start getting into that shit.
I mean, bro, it's just facts, though. Like,
I mean, just people.
Met anybody who's done much shit like us.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I feel like I get in a mood where like maybe I need to just do one thing, and that I could be wrong for doing a lot of shit at once, but you know, it don't feel like it's weighing me down or anything.
If you're happy, that's all.
Yeah, I feel like if I like doing everything that I'm doing,
I would be so depressed if I was doing one thing, bro.
Yeah,
my mind would be like, bro, I could always be doing the other thing I like to do.
But you do understand like kind of that feeling, kind of though, like where sometimes you feel like most people succeed by like, you know, going head first into one thing. I don't really feel like that's ever been my thing, is to just only like one thing and to be like super interested in one thing. I feel like you could be multi-talented and be fucking, huh?
Diddy.
Yeah, but then he ended up settling on one thing, which was business, and I fucked with that.
I mean, you could say that's one thing, but he got like 5 different types of businesses. So
yeah, and you gotta be good at them to know what
you gotta know what's going on.
Oh, I don't want to start giving out game like that though.
Why?
I don't, cause bruh, I don't know. I'll give it out. Fuck it. Did he give it out?
I'll give it out.
Jay-Z give it out. Yeah, I think that's a toxic mentality. Is whenever you get put on to something, you just don't want to tell nobody because you won't be the first. Yeah, that's toxic, bro. I'm sorry. You gotta put people on. I believe in putting people on as soon as you get something. I just wish everybody acted like that.
I wouldn't say that.
No, but not
as soon.
Not as soon, and then you go ahead and preach it to everybody you know without doing anything. But if somebody asks you at any point in time, you should be willing to give whatever info you got at any point in time, relevant to whatever we're talking about.
Yeah, because that might just be what that person need to get over that hump, bro.
You ever be talking to somebody and they like mid-sentence go like, and like they don't like.
You're like,
what was you about to say?
Yeah, that happens a lot.
I'd be like,
why didn't you say it?
Yeah, cause I say anything. I feel like I say anything. I get into it if you ask. I don't give a fuck. But some people be like, yeah, cause I was just somewhere, and then I saw him. I'm like, wait, hold up, where the fuck was you? I was
a lot of
somewhere.
times they be ashamed of what they about to say, so they just leave it up, or they don't want you to know something. Or
Man,
they trying to stay ahead of you or something.
Man, that's why I live and die by just like actions. Like just be exactly what you would be proud to be, because you never run into that situation where like you're telling somebody something you don't want to tell them.
Right.
You don't want to lie.
You should always be your authentic, genuine self. That way you ain't gotta even lie to nobody no more.
Yeah, because you don't have to have a reason for why you did something if you're just like being honest. Like if somebody asks you why you did it, you can probably just give them an honest answer by just answering it correctly. Right. Like you don't have to lie about why you did something or what you had did.
Like, bro, it was crazy because like it was like a few months ago. Like my dad had called me. He was like, "Yeah, so I heard you've been making music." I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Yeah, somebody told me you've been cursing a lot of your music and you've been saying this and that." Mm-hmm. He was like, "What about your job and what about all this and what people think?" I was like, "Bro, honestly, I don't really care." And he was just like,
well, because I think
he respected me for saying that.
I know, and that's where a lot of people don't get past is like when people get confronted, especially by people who they feel have, judgment over them in some form of fashion. I mean, we could be talking about a boss, we could be talking about a parent, we could be talking about just an older cousin or brother or whatever. Like it feels way better to be. Like to just be yourself in front of somebody, even if they disapprove of it, even if they disapprove of what you're doing, it's like, but I'm still gonna do it, and people usually don't go past that, Certain people just try to say something about it, and most times it's not they coming from a place of worrying. Like I had told my grandma that I got a gun. I believe that having a gun in your home to protect yourself is important. I believe in that. I was raised on that. I told her I was getting a gun, and she freaked the fuck out. And so I didn't like, and I kind of just like chuckled on the phone, like I was just smiling while she was freaking out, because I finally like was just like, this is as bad as it gets. You're just gonna go, oh no, you shouldn't do that, and then I say, okay, but I'm still gonna do it, and then it's cool, and then eventually they'll understand down the line. Yeah, because sometimes people just need to be shown that it could work, or you know, if they don't come from a place that's familiar with that, you know, it takes you to show them that you can do that and still, you know, be good, if they're worried about you. You know, because I understand that. I understand everything your dad said to you. But I also I probably understand you more. Because it's like, I sort of feel like if you get fired for doing something that you love, then that's not what is supposed to be there for you.
Right.
Like that's supposed,
especially if you're doing your job and this has nothing to do with your job.
Yeah, then
why does it matter?
Cutting ties with that part of the universe might be beneficial. It'll help. It'll make you feel better, and then you'll be more motivated. Because when I feel good, I'm motivated. I don't really get motivated when I'm mad or whatever. Like I want to do shit that's tough to do whenever I feel great, whenever I'm happy, man. So yeah, I don't give a fuck if it's tough as long as I like it. Exactly. And if that thing got a problem with me, then I don't need to be around that thing, whatever it is. If it's a person, if it's a job, if it's some shit that I just shouldn't be around, some shit I shouldn't be doing, you know. And you just gotta keep it honest with yourself and realize, like,
you can feel when something ain't right.
Yeah.
You can feel when something ain't fitting right, when something ain't.
Yeah, when you're not.
When you ain't in it for the right reason, or you ain't getting what you need to get out of it, or it's not burning that fire, and you know what it is. Yeah,
that kind of stuff where like you kind of don't want to, like if you do something you don't want to talk about it. Red flag
it's
right
so
there.
Weird, right?
Yeah, because when I do something I'm proud of, I want to like talk about it with everybody. If I do something that brings me like temporary happiness, but I'm not proud of it, that means that I know that I did something like, you know. That's why I don't.
Either ain't give you all, or you doing something that you don't really fuck with.
Yeah. That's why, but like I don't get it whenever people like brag about doing dumb shit. It's like, do dumb shit because we're all human, but don't brag about it. That just tells me you don't think that shit was dumb. That just tells me you think you want to do that.
Maybe they don't do.
What?
Maybe they don't think it's dumb.
Yeah. Dude, some people, like this, do you feel like you should just let people be drug addicts?
At a certain point.
Yeah.
I feel like you can't want it more than them. I mean, you can, but at a certain point, you can't let it hurt you at the same time so much.
Yeah. Like if I'm like, yo, you need to stop doing what you're doing,
right? And
you smack my hand. All right. You know, that's where you interfere with me, and you know, I'm gonna let you on your way. But I mean, yeah, some people want somebody to help. It's really just like you offer help. If they don't want it, goodbye. If they do want it, good job. You found somebody to help. You can help.
But at the same time, it's like, bro, if it was like your mom that was like addicted to some drug or something, you wouldn't let your mom.
Yeah, no
matter
because
what she did, you wouldn't let her.
Well, because it violates that first rule you already said, was that if it hurts me, you got to do something about it. Like, you know, like if it's an old friend or something. Right. And they just go down that path, like it would suck, and I would be sad about it. But it wouldn't bother me every day, and it wouldn't hurt me to my core every day. Right. You know, watching a family member do it, it really does hurt your core like bad. So you got to do something about it. Plain and simple. When it comes to something that serious.
Yeah, because somebody actually called me like a month ago, asking me about that. They was like, bro, like I got this friend, like he was going through this situation, and I felt like I made it my obligation to solve that problem for him.
Mm-hmm.
But then after all the work I put in, he basically went back to whatever it was that was the situation, and he pretty much felt like he wasted like a month of his life because he was like really stressed out about his friend's issue.
Yeah, because and then especially like a lot of times, dude, and that's why they have like hotlines and shit. And I mean, they're not the best, and they're not the most personal situation, but you know, sometimes you're not the hero. You're not the one. You're not in the position to do that. Like if it was your job, like if it's your job and you get paid to do it, and you know it's your life goal to fix crackheads and fix, you know, drug addicts, people doing heroin, whatever. If that's your job, go all into it and make those people's lives your priority. But just because a person is your friend, dude, does not mean it's your obligation. You know, because at the end of the day, bro, like whoever you are, bro, you are a lot. Like there's probably more people that you would be harming because you're not present for them, because you're too present for this knucklehead who don't give a fuck about what you're saying.
Or you harming yourself. You missing opportunities for yourself because you're so.
Well, but I mean,
because your mindset is in such a different space.
True.
To where you're not even opening up to the opportunities that you could be if you
right.
Was.
And I think as a, I mean, I would say I look at my manhood whenever I think about something like that. But I mean, you know, women could feel that way too. You are, you know, responsible to take care of yourself because you have people that rely on you still. Like even if you want to be the most selfless person, bettering yourself betters the lives of people around you as well. And you know, for example, like you know, I think if you want like a partner one day, you want kids one day, you know, you want a family one day, all of that shit, you have to be the best you to give them the best you. Fucking plain and simple. If you're doing yourself a disservice, you're doing your own family a disservice. Everybody that cares about you.
I can't help nobody till I help myself. You can't help nobody till you help yourself.
Yes, sir. I think that's a good message to end on, bro. I think we good, bro. Look, we could have longer podcasts. This was we in the middle of vacations and all kind of crazy shit going on right now. I got to do a photo shoot tomorrow.
Yeah,
I don't know what.
Had to squeeze this one in there.
Yeah, we squeezed it in. I think it was good and fruitful. I like when we end on those type of notes, bro. We gonna make that a segment. Self-help.
Yeah, like
after just talking about how you shouldn't be helping people. Fuck it. It's the least I could do. Anyway, episode 12. We're gonna get this one up soon, and I'm gonna put that video up. Put that video up. It's the first video podcast, and it's still getting better because Amazon is still shipping things that we need. Yep. So just wait on it.
Be patient.
Look, bro, if you care about me the way I care about you, you would be patient. Okay? It's gonna be the best podcast ever. Ever. Okay? One day, everybody on earth is gonna listen to this podcast.
Yep.
And it's gonna be live too. We're gonna do live podcasts with video in 4K. And everybody's gonna watch at the same time.
Exactly.
Even us, we're gonna be able to watch it too.
At the exact same time as we're recording it.
Like you're gonna look at the corner of the live and it's gonna say everyone. It's not gonna say 2 million, 3 million, or whatever. It's gonna be like
streaming now.
The world. Alright, peace, love y'all.
Bitch ain't no fooling me. 100K all of my jewelry. Fuck your ex bitch cause she new to me. I'm in the know, so you know I fuck with her sex in the Florida league. Fucking a bitch from Florida, but I'm in a bitch in that land like a Georgia peach. You know that I'm coming and gone, so I'm gonna make the bitch cry every time that I leave. They see I'm the man, they know it. Greatest of all time, I feel like Muhammad Ali.